WNDS Sports presents Candlepin Stars and Strikes, featuring the best candlepin bowlers from all over New England. And now, in our 17th season, here's your hosts for Candlepin Stars and Strikes, Dick Lutz and Mike Morin.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Candlepin Stars and Strikes on WNDS TV from Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. Dick Lutz with Mike Morin, and we have reached the top of our sixth ladder series. Today we will have our sixth and final participant in the Tournament of Champions, which begins next week.
And again, contrasting styles today. Shawn Baker, who almost didn't make it into this ladder finals, will explain how that almost didn't happen in a few moments. And Bill Treeful, who in his last 2 weeks has had 3 games over 150.
Let's meet our bowlers, each vying for a spot in that Tournament of Champions. First, last week's winner, our number 3 seed from Franklin, Massachusetts, Bill Treeful.
We hadn't seen Bill for a couple of years, but this is his 3rd week here on Candlepin Stars and Strikes. High single of 128, his high triple is 492, average 128. Did I say his high single of 193? Well, that's what it is. He bowls at Central Park Lanes in East Boston, Park Place in Wyndham, and Exeter Lanes in Exeter, New Hampshire.
And Bill rolled a 649 in the roll-off to earn his number 3 seeding, and he'll be taking on our top seed in this ladder series from Lynn, Massachusetts, Shawn Baker,
who worked his way in as an alternate into the roll-offs to get to today's final 5. Average 129. Shawn Baker's high single 213. He's rolled a 472. Lucky Strike Lanes in Lynn is where Shawn does his league bowling.
And a 673 was his roll-off score that earned him the number 1 seed. Shawn Baker and Bill Treeful, the winner, advancing to the Tournament of Champions. Let's get right to it. We're coming back with this afternoon's batch to Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire, right after this on Candlepin Stars and Strikes on WNDS TV. Don't go away. We began the ladder series with 5 hopefuls, and now we're down to 2. Hugh Ferguson beat John Winchell in week 1. Then it was Bill Treeful downing Hugh Ferguson in week 2. Treeful advanced, beating Chris Bovere last week, setting up this afternoon's match with Bill Treeful and Shawn Baker, and Bill Treeful will be first to bowl here this afternoon.
Fires his opening salvo, leaving the 4 horsemen on the left side. Still standing the head pin.
Still standing the head pin. Someone was paying attention, Michael, and knew that over the last couple of weeks, you and I both had birthdays. And we've got a email greeting from Chris Forrester to Mike and Dick. Just wanted to wish you both a happy birthday. Keep up the great work on your Candlepin Stars and Strikes shows. And if you ever need a fill-in commentator, let me know.
Who is this from?
Chris Forrester.
Really? Throw that out, will you?
Spare for Bill Treeful.
Thank you, Chris. We appreciate it. Our birthdays are a day apart. February.
Watch that shot. Nice shot by Bill as he played the wood perfectly. Now Shawn Baker. Shawn is talking about a contrast in styles, which we saw last week with Chris Bovere and Bill Treeful. Shawn takes it even another step with his speed and force of delivery. He really whips it down there. Missed the spare. Shawn's a licensed electrician with Local 103, working for John Penny Electric in Cambridge. He and his bride, Kerry, were married last September 2nd.
Just 2 weeks after Chris Bovere and his wife, Amy. Well, he just plows right through the nose and doesn't get a split, leaving the 2 and the 4.
This is his 11th time on WNDS TV. So the television lights are not new to him, and he missed another spare. 2 spares in a row that were not converted by Shawn Baker.
And guess what? He's bowling today with his scratch doubles partner, Bill Treeful. 2 of them winning the New Hampshire State Tournament in 1999 as partners, and now today they are adversaries.
Shawn a 10 and a 9. Now Treeful. Stylish with a little bit of a hook to his ball, while Shawn Baker is just come right at him.
Held the ball just a little bit too long, missing the 1 pin on the left-hand side. $1,175 if one of these men can put together a 3-strike string. Has not been hit yet this year.
Treeful came close last week and the week before.
Right.
2 strikes both times and good third balls both times.
Hitting the head pin both times on the 3rd attempt. Not to be. This one should be a pretty shot if he can cut it.
Nice shot by Bill Treeful to pick up the spare in the 4th frame.
So here's how Shawn Baker makes it in. There's a couple of roll-off. You know, you get through one cut and then you come back for a final roll-off. A fellow by the name of Gary Duffett, one of the great senior bowlers, decided not to come to the final roll-off, so Shawn Baker was the alternate. He got to bowl, whereas he would not have had Gary Duffett stayed in. Shawn Baker goes all the way to the top of the ladder. Gary Duffett goes out, as far as we know, to bowl in Western Mass and the Western Mass Professional Bowlers Association. Shawn Baker now sits atop the ladder, going for the Tournament of Champions. Thank you, Gary Duffett.
3 marks in a row that Shawn Baker did not put on the board. He'll take a 10. There's the way to get the mark. Get them all. 1 shot, a strike for Shawn Baker in the 4th frame. His first mark. Treeful responds with a pocket shot. Will they go? Watch out. Don't give up on it yet. He'll put 8 in the spare. And have another spare opportunity here with that wood frozen against those 2 pins. This is an almost automatic here. There they go. 2 marks in a row for Bill Treeful.
First chance at bonus money today is Bill Treeful. Opportunity now on lane 33.
A little thin shot on the head pin, but he came out of it okay. 7 in the spare. Tough shot, but makeable. Got a shot at it. Ooh, didn't take the 7 pin. No bonus money for Bill Treeful. At least not yet. And a 10 box. First match of this ladder series. Hugh Ferguson with a 174 final string down John Winchell. 393 to 336. Then it was Bill Treeful ousting Hugh Ferguson 444 to 345, a 99 pin margin of victory. Look at that shot by Shawn Baker.
1, 9, and 10. It's a spread eagle and the 5 pin.
He gave it a good run, didn't he? Last week it was Treeful downing Chris Bovair 388 to 356. Setting up this week's championship match. A 9 box for Shawn.
Shawn Baker was one of the bowlers that joined Dick and I and several other professionals at Pilgrim Lanes back in February. A fundraiser where men and women and boys and girls got to bowl with the pros that day. And Shawn Baker, it was his first year, and we expect to see him back next year.
Second strike of the match for Shawn Baker, right in the pocket. Well, you look at his string through 6 boxes. He could easily, very easily have 5 marks. His first 3 boxes were all makeable spares that he did not convert. Then a strike, then an open, then another strike. Treeful picks 1, quarter Worcester.
But no damage done, no spare to work on. But not a fun shot to make. He'll have to go to the left side of the head pin for the best chance. A little too full.
Candlepin Stars and Strikes on WNDS TV, made possible by the Thompson family of dealerships: McMulkin Chevrolet, Nashua Hyundai, Nashua Mitsubishi, and Nashua Daewoo, all located in the New England Automotive Village on the Daniel Webster Highway in Nashua.
Bill Treeful is a lay brother at Mount St. Mary's Abbey, that's in Rentham, where he manages the farm. A rather substantial, very physical job. I was talking to Bill. He, of course, was a police chief for many, many years.
Was it in Franklin, where he lives? Is that where he was the police chief?
You know, honestly, I'm not sure. And since I accidentally called him deputy a couple of months ago, I'm not even going to hazard a guess as to where it was. But he said he used to, you know, fall asleep because of all the stress and tension. Now he falls asleep just by sheer exhaustion from the very physical nature of his job at the Abbey.
It's going to be a 7 box for Bill Treeful. He's going to be at 93 through 8. Shawn Baker working on a strike.
So I'm not on Bill's Christmas list after that demotion.
Two strikes in a row for Shawn Baker. Here we go. We're set up for a run at the triple strike jackpot. $1,175 on the line. Bill Treeful had 2 runs in it the past couple of weeks. Came up a little bit short. Now Shawn Baker for $1,175. The triple strike jackpot is up for grabs. Watch it.
Oh,
just
no.
that close.
Oh.
The solid 5-pin. The 5-pin never moved an inch.
What a shame. A pin in front and a pin behind the 5-pin. If either of them spin around at all, they take the 5 down. It's all by itself for the spare.
He missed the spare, so no bonus money at all. And he settles for a 10 box. What could have been. Look at that again. 1 in front, 1 in back. The 5-pin still standing, and look at Shawn's reaction. 3 times in the past 3 weeks we've had a run at the triple strike jackpot, and in all 3 times the third shot was really very close. Shawn's was the closest by far.
Yes.
That 5-pin tap. Treeful going after the mark.
Suddenly finds himself down by 21 pins after leading through the first 5 frames.
That'll be a 10 box.
A position that Bill Treeful is not accustomed to, being behind. 444 2 weeks ago, 388 last week.
That's right in the pocket. Boy, that was a perfect pocket shot. And the 8-pin refused to move.
He's almost got enough margin for error on the right side. Like that.
Just like that.
Just enough. He was wrong just enough to make it.
Played it that way. He'll tell you. 113 plus a ball for Bill Treeful in the first ring. That's going to grab the pocket, and that'll put 6 in the spare. A 119 first string for Bill Treeful. Shawn Baker is already at 114 with 2 boxes to go.
Shawn Baker, a past winner of the annual Easter Sunday Classic, which comes up Sunday the 15th. Easter Sunday here at Leda Lanes. It starts at noon. It's 20 strings, $5,000 cash guaranteed. First prize. Your entry fee is $150. It's 1 shift, 102 bowlers. Starts at noon.
And this is a tough box for Shawn.
Gary Carrington won this tournament twice, and we'll see him in the Tournament of Champions. He is so far the top seed.
121 for Shawn Baker with a box to go.
Shawn was the #2 rated WCBC bowler last year, and so far through February #6 this year.
That ball off the head pin. He leaves the 1, the 3, the 6, and the 7. Got a shot at it. Oh, it went around the 7-pin. That 1 pin he clipped right around the 7-pin. A 130 first string for Shawn Baker, an 11-pin lead over Bill Treeful as we head to string number 2 of our championship match. We continue in just a moment. Don't go away. Candlepin Stars and Strikes will return to Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire right after this on WNDS-TV. Shawn Baker steps to lane 34 at Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. Which reminds me that we want to thank Ray Simino and Sean Howard and the staff at Leda Lanes for their hospitality each week. They do a great job for the fans who come by and setting up the coffee and the donuts and the seating and the television monitors. Just a wonderful atmosphere, and hope you can join us for one of our future tapings. Shawn will pick up the spare.
Well, Dick, as this airs for the first time on the 8th of April, coming up Tuesday is our final taping of the year. If you want to see the Tournament of Champions before everybody else does, you come watch us on Tuesday, April 10th, starting a little after 9 o'clock.
Get here early for a good seat. There'll be a big crowd if the weather's nice. We anticipate a nice day. We've had miserable weather the past couple of tapings, but by the 10th of April, it should be nice, and we hope you can join us at Leda Lanes in Nashua, 340 Amherst Street. Take exit 7W if you're headed north on the Everett Turnpike from south of Nashua. If you're coming from the Manchester area, take exit 8 off the Everett Turnpike, and we will look for a big crowd for the Tournament of Champions. Our taping is the 10th of April. Again, as Mike mentioned, it'll be a little after 9 o'clock in the morning. We hope to get started. Bill Treeful starts with a strike.
Real nice roll to that ball, crossing over to the Brooklyn side, and it didn't take long for all 10 to go down. Watch. 5 and 9, the last to go.
So they both mark in the first frame of the second string. Treeful works on a strike. Don't give up on it yet. Nope, not enough force.
He'll wait till the wood settles down as it rolls now toward the center of the lane and away from the 610.
Bill has had a couple of runs at the triple strike jackpot over the past couple of weeks, falling just short, as did Shawn Baker in the first string here tonight. That's a great spare shot for Bill Treeful, 2 marks in a row. Puts the spare inside the strike.
It's amazing, Dick, after almost 30 weeks with this caliber of bowling, we haven't had one triple strike.
Not this year, no. The only time we saw it was in practice.
Yeah, Chris Sargent.
Shawn Baker really in the pocket. The 7-pin is tapped. It's still there. The spare for Shawn Baker in the third frame. 2 marks and 3 boxes for Shawn. Both bowlers seem to be finding the range a little bit here. Right in the pocket again, and there they go. A strike for Shawn Baker. In the fourth frame, 3 marks and 4 boxes, 2 in a row. He'll be shooting at bonus money when he comes up to the line for his next turn. Treeful's going after bonus money right now.
Haven't given any away yet today.
Not likely that we will now either to Bill Treeful. Puts just 2 in the mark. So Chris Bovair has a chance to get back in the hunt here. That's going to be a 7 box for Bill Treeful.
You did mean Shawn Baker, didn't you?
What did I say?
Chris Bovair.
Shawn Baker, of course. Looking at last week's results.
Chris Bovair would love the opportunity to get back into this match.
This is a tough shot. 1, 2, 7, 9, 10.
Oh, look at this.
Everything but the 7. So Shawn Baker has increased the lead over Bill Treeful. We go to the break. It's an 18-pin lead for Shawn Baker. And Shawn works on a strike when we come back to Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire for Candlepin Stars and Strikes on WNDS TV. Shawn Baker moves up to lane 34. He's working on a strike. He has the lead over Bill Treeful as we welcome you back to Candlepin Stars and Strikes on WNDS TV. Dick Lutz with Mike Morin and our entire WNDS TV crew here at Leda Lanes, making it all possible for you to watch the fun and excitement of Candlepin bowling. The half Worcester by Shawn, another ball to fill the strike, and he'll put 6 in the strike. And a 7 box for Shawn Baker. A 71 half for Shawn. Check it. Did I do something wrong there, Michael?
A little math there by Paul Willett, who, by the way, never makes a mistake.
I have to check my math here.
Now his he added 16 to 46 and came up with 63. 1 pin too many. Our score is correct for a change. Well, the big cluster is gone except for the 10 pin. And at best a 10 box, and that's what it is for Shawn Baker.
We better correct, they're going to correct him now. They're doing it right now. They're correcting the master board in front of the crowd here to get the right numbers on the board to match our numbers.
Like I said, Paul Willett never makes a mistake. That may be the first one I've seen him make in 2 years.
Now Treeful. Tough shot for Bill, although he's got some wood out there to play with. Depending on where the wood goes.
So what do you do? Do you go for the one on the right? If
well,
it
the
stays,
one on the right's
well,
not going to stay. That's a moot question.
Yeah. Bowler's cooling off just a bit here in the middle stages of the second game.
10 box for Bill Treeful. He's at 59. He's going to need to throw some marks up on the board. What a string Hugh Ferguson had back in week 1, trailing going into the 3rd string to John Winchell. He threw 9 marks on the board, 8 in a row to start out the 3rd string, then opened, then closed with a mark for a 174. What a great string that was. Treeful with the mark in the 6th frame. Shawn Baker.
You may recall we saw Shawn in the mixed doubles action back during the winter. He bowled with partner Tony Wellspring. In their first week, they had a 420 triple, which is amazing for mixed doubles. Then lost the second week to Jack Daly and Janet Pock, who did eventually go on to win it all.
Is that the shot that Janet Pock made, the miracle shot, the split?
They're still talking about it.
Yeah.
Yes,
is it 4-7-10 maybe?
It was a split of that ilk. If that wasn't the one, it may very well have been.
6-7-10, one of those.
She tells me that everywhere she goes, people are still telling her they saw that great shot.
That's a 9 box for Shawn. Right on the head pin and right straight through. Breaks up the spread eagle. Got a piece of wood on the left that looks to be angled the right way. Still not an easy shot, but it gives him a shot at it. And there he goes, and will it go? Will that 10-pin go? It won't go. Shawn dances around. He thought he had it. I think everybody in the building thought he had it. Just didn't make it. He'll be open again. 4 straight open frames for Shawn Baker. That'll be a 10 box. He's at 98 through 8.
And that gives Bill Treeful an opportunity to make up some ground as he's been slipping a little further behind. Shawn is now 4 frames in a row without a mark, and Bill Treeful has a 6-frame spare working.
Treeful looks for the strike. Will it go? The 9-pin wobbles and still stands. 9 in the spare. Played the wood and got it.
That was a very, very lucky shot.
As Bob Cousy likes to say when describing the Celtics at times, offense by accident.
Yeah.
That was an accidental spare for Bill Treeful, but I don't believe he'll turn it down. And he's not going to put much in the spare. He's just going to put 3 in the spare.
Is that the price you pay for a lucky spare as a bad fill? Have to check the rule book on that.
Tough shot here for Treeful. Will it go? Will it go? He takes all but 1. The 8-pin is still standing. And a 10 box for Bill. He's picked up 3 pins. It's an 8-pin lead in the match for Shawn Baker, with 2 boxes remaining in the second string of this 3-string match.
These guys are fighting for the final spot in the Tournament of Champions ladder. We'll begin that series. 5 weeks of it, 2 weeks from today.
They'd like to get a high triple and win,
Yeah.
but more importantly, they just want to win.
Want to get in.
Spread eagle for Shawn. The high triple, the triple score, determines seedings in the Tournament of Champions. Good 10 box for Shawn as he converts the spread eagle. 3 and 3. 108 for Shawn with a box to go. Missed the head pin. 4 horsemen on the left side with the 10 pin in the right corner. He will be open in the 10th frame. He is at 117.
That's a bit under his average of 129.
117 is it for Shawn Baker in the second string, and a 2-string total of 247. Treeful with 101 through 8. Looks to get a little bit closer. Missed the head pin, but has the spare opportunity with the 1, the 3, and the 6. Wood not a factor here. Played it on the outside, not able to make the shot. .111 through 9.
He'll need a mark and a decent fill to take the lead in this match going into the 3rd and final game.
Certainly a mark would make it real close going into the 3rd game. He's got a shot at a pretty good first ball. It's on the head pin a little thin, but he leaves. The 2, the 4, and the 7 on the left side. Piece of wood on the outside could get in the way.
It's if he goes to the outside. He wants to shoot this on the inside, which he does not do.
He played it on the outside, and that wood got in the way. He's at 120.
This game is so simple at a distance, huh, Dick?
121. He picked up 4 pins. He trails by 7. Going to the 3rd string, it's Shawn Baker by 7 pins over Bill Treeful as we come back for the finale. Don't go away. Heading down the home stretch we go on Candlepin Stars and Strikes on WNDS TV. We return to Leda Lanes right after this. Bill Treeful trails Shawn Baker by 7 pins as we head down the home stretch into our final string of this 3-string championship match, with the winner advancing to the Tournament of Champions, which begins next week. Treeful starts out with a pretty good first ball, and look what he has to show for it. The bedposts. A 7 and 10 with some wood. That makes it a little bit of interesting.
Them,
right
in
the middle. Yeah. I think you play the right wood and hope you bounce it off the left wood.
Not much margin of error here, but it should be a great shot if he can pull it off.
Right wood to the left wood. He didn't play it that way.
Nothing.
Take 9 in the first box for Bill Treeful.
Our runner-up today, $500. Our winner, $1,000 and a spot in the Tournament of Champions. Pretty good pocket hit, leaving only the 7 in the Tournament of Champions. Gary Carrington still in first place, and that spot looks pretty safe right now. Dave Richards, Gary Santora, Mike Morgan, Sean McKinley. 5 of the bowlers you'll see over the next 5 weeks, and we'll find out who number 6 is in about 20 minutes.
Treeful with the mark. And unless Shawn Baker marks in one of the first 2 boxes, we would be virtually even. And Shawn's got a tough shot. The 3 and the 6 on the right, the 4 and the 7 on the left. The wood is in a good spot for him on the left-hand side if he can cut it just enough. Not going to get it. Look at that. The 4 pin still stands. Everything but the 4. Shawn likes to play golf when he's not bowling. I'm sure he's hoping that by the time this program airs that the snow will be gone and they'll be out swinging golf clubs.
Well, Mr. Baker enjoyed a little time down in, where did he go for a little golf vacation? I had it written down. He went to St. Martin's back in March.
Not a bad place to go.
That's why he appears so relaxed. Have not been there, have you?
Nor have I.
You just hear it's a good place, though.
I hear it's a good place.
Compared to New England, almost any place was a good place this past winter.
19 through 2, Shawn Baker. Bill Treeful a chance to gain some ground here as he works on a spare. Seven's the number we're looking for, and we're dead even.
Well, he misses the object pin. Leaves the 1 and the 7. Takes it from the outside. Moving over to the 4th frame, and an even match through completed boxes.
Pocket shot for Treeful. Oh, that 10-pin. One of those pieces of wood just wrapped itself right around the 10-pin and did not take it. That is not going to count. That hit the piece of wood in the gutter before it hit the pin. It's a 9 box for Bill Treeful. The spare will not count.
He waves it off.
Shawn Baker.
How did that pin stand up?
Spare for Shawn. He takes the lead right back. He will lead by whatever he gets on this ball.
At 25 years of age, Shawn Baker has been bowling 20 years. Another product of, you guessed it, the junior programs. Get your children involved next fall when the fall and winter leagues get going at your local establishment. Many of them have coaches. It's a great way to spend a Saturday morning, and who knows, possible pro material in your family. You never know, but it's fun above everything else.
That's a nice shot by Shawn to pick up the spare. Back-to-back marks for Shawn Baker. As we go to the break, Shawn has reclaimed the lead. And we have 6 boxes remaining in this championship match. Don't go away. We're coming back for more on Candlepin Stars and Strikes from Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire on WNDS TV. Bill Treeful trails Shawn Baker by 7 pins plus a ball. Whatever Shawn Baker gets on his spare fill next time he comes to the line. Treeful needs to put a couple of marks up on the board again. After he came back to tie, Baker took the lead back with a couple of marks. Tough shot here for Bill. This is the 2, the 4, and the 10. Piece of wood there.
Oh, sweet.
The wood certainly helped him in that case. It was angled perfectly, and it took out the 10 pin. Watch that piece of wood slide over and grab that 10 pin.
You couldn't walk down there and use your hands to make a better shot.
Big shot for Treeful. Now he fills the spare with 7. Another tough split with no wood to help him this time. He did not make it. $8.
Still no bonus money today, Dick.
Nope.
These two fine bowlers. Hard to believe. First chance, though, right here. Well, not first, but another chance for Shawn Baker.
Closest we came was Shawn almost winning the triple strike jackpot. Putting 2 strikes together and then a great pocket shot on the 3rd one, leaving just the 5 pin. And then he missed the 5 pin, so he didn't get any bonus money for 3 marks in a row. And he missed the spare there. So no bonus money there. We're trying to give the money away. They just don't want to take it.
They don't want to take it. Actually, Shawn Baker did hit the triple strike jackpot 2 Aprils ago. I believe it was in the Tournament of Champions, April 16th. Oh, it was a year ago. He beat Chris Bovair and then hit the triple strike jackpot the week before for $625 with the 150 game.
Just missed the spare again, picking the 5 pin off the 9 pin. So he'll be open again. And we're still within a mark. This is a 9 box, 73 for Shawn through 6. It's a 10 pin lead in the match for Shawn Baker with 4 boxes remaining. And Bill Treeful on lane 34. It's just that close. It's within a mark. Strike for Treeful.
A Brooklyn mixer off the right wall.
A lot of action off the sidewall that time, and
what a time to do that.
He could use another one. That one was right in the regular conventional 1-3 pocket. Left a tough shot. The 5, the 7, and the 9. Needs to slide that 5 pin across to pick off the 7. Can he do it? Gave it a run, didn't he?
Most importantly, though, he put a 9 pin fill in his strike, which at this point, with every pin counting, is very important.
And a 10 box, 99 through 8.
Former doubles partners and winning the scratch doubles championships in New Hampshire in the state tournament 2 years ago. Once partners, now foes.
Unless Shawn Baker marks in these next 2 frames, we should be pretty close to dead even going into the last 2 boxes. And there's a quarter Worcester.
No damage.
Things off for Shawn. He will be open in the 7th frame. $10 box. A 9 ties it. Anything above a 9 gives Shawn the lead. That close. Tough shot coming up for Shawn Baker.
So it all comes down to the last 2 frames. We bowled 28 to get to 2.
He'll take 1 on the left.
He's got to take the 2 on the right. This is no time to try to make a shot. He needs the 9 pins.
He'll take 1 out of the 2, and Bill Treeful has a 1-pin lead with 2 boxes remaining.
The implications here are great. First of all, whoever wins this one is probably going to be seeded 6th in the Tournament of Champions.
That's academic. They just want to get in.
Yeah, they want to get in. 392 is the lowest seed. I don't think anybody's going to hit that today.
So Treeful with a 1-pin lead going to the final 2 boxes.
Oh, look at this. Look at
Will
this.
it go? Is it going to fall over? It wants to. Oh, look at this.
And it was aiming toward the 5-pin.
And the wood straightens out in front of the 2 and the 5. And the spare for Bill Treeful. Putting the pressure right on the back of Shawn Baker.
Well, Phil is very critical here because if Shawn Baker spares, then he's keeping it even with Bill Treeful. So he needs a good 8 or 9 pin fill right here in the 10th frame for his 9th frame fill.
Well, you've got a pretty good fill, and he's left with a split. But the wood is there. Whoop, there goes the split. And the wood is there.
You know something? That's the biggest break he's had today, right there. It's the best thing that happened to him. Because now he can make this spare, and 2 marks forces Shawn Baker to do 2 marks as well.
2 marks with good fills.
With good fills, because this is an 8.
And another spare for Bill Treeful, and he finishes with a rush. He's at 127 plus a ball. And a 7 in the spare. A 134 for Bill Treeful. Shawn Baker, he threw a great ball, and look what he has. He was right in the pocket, and he's got the back row still standing. The 7, 8, 9, and 10.
So unless he spares this, he'll need a double strike.
How do you even do that? Throw it with the ball that he threw, get the 7, 8, 9, and 10 to still stand. Look at that shot by Shawn Baker.
So how do you do it?
Whoa! What
That's
a great shot by Shawn Baker. Unbelievable.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable. Whoa. Man, how great was that?
Totally unexpected.
He needs to do it again.
Well, he needs a pretty good fill. Needs an 8 fill.
He's got a 9 fill.
But he needs to make this. It all rides on this shot right here. He makes it. He still isn't guaranteed to win, but he cannot win without making the spare right here, the 7th pin. Nope.
He missed it, and that's it. The match is over. Bill Treeful will win, and Shawn Baker.
What a heartbreaker, Dick. What a heartbreaker.
What a tough way to lose for Shawn Baker. He finishes with a 119 and a 366. 374 to 366. Shawn Baker is beaten by Bill Treeful. Treeful advances to the Tournament of Champions. What a finish. What a great match. We'll come back to meet our bowlers and set you up for the Tournament of Champions, which begins next week. We'll get to all of that right after this on Candlepin Stars and Strikes on WNDS TV.
Candlepin Stars and Strikes is brought to you by the Thompson family of dealerships in Nashua, New Hampshire.
Well, it wasn't a high-scoring match, but you don't get many matches that are more exciting than that one.
And how badly do you feel for Shawn Baker, who makes the unthinkable spare, the 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then doesn't make the 7 pin, which he has to make to put the hammer down on Bill Treeful. So Bill Treeful 3 weeks in a row, and he'll be in the Tournament of Champions next week.
374 to 366, the final score. Let's bring up our runner-up first, Shawn Baker, this afternoon. Shawn, a check for $500 for you, and what an up-and-down match that was. You came within a whisker of getting the triple strike jackpot, 2 strikes, and then left a solid 5 pin, and then you made that 7, 8, 9, 10 spare.